Hello everyone. I am the water bearer of the Water Bear's Tea. And in this video, I have some major tea for y'all, okay? I will be spilling tea all about Pluto moving into Aquarius and how this will be starting a new 41-year cycle for us. And if that wasn't enough, how this is also going to be starting a new 1500-year cycle. Yes, 1500 years, okay? So this video is massive, okay? If you want more information on the Age of Aquarius, which I'm going to be talking about in this video, as well as more on information on Pluto and Aquarius, I'll be hosting a virtual class all about this the day before Halloween, okay? On October 30th, I will be doing a virtual class all about Pluto and Aquarius and the Age of Aquarius and what this means for us. Very affordable class, and it will be online through Zoom. So if you're interested in that, check out my website or the link below, okay? Because it's so impactful. I have been waiting to share this video for quite a long time. I even scheduled a virtual class around this energy because it's something massive, okay? And as the water bearer of the Water Bear's Tea, it has a lot to do with why I feel like I'm here, okay? I have tons of Aquarian energy, and we are moving into the Age of Aquarius. And I'm going to drop down a lot more of what that actually means in this video and talk about Pluto in Aquarius, okay? Pluto's going to be moving to Aquarius in March of 2023. And let's just go back. When Saturn moved into Aquarius, COVID hit March of 2020, okay? And then he retrograded back out of Aquarius for a little bit, and when he re-entered Aquarius with Jupiter in December of 2020, COVID re-peaked, and we had lockdowns come back down stronger than they were before. This was Saturn and Jupiter moving to Aquarius, and in March of 2023, we will have Pluto moving to Aquarius, okay? So if Saturn and Jupiter brought that much shift in the global scheme of things, what do you think Pluto and Aquarius is going to do, okay? So I want to bring in a lot of information about this energy so we can be prepared and can really see what the energy is going to be shifting into. We have been in one focus, Pluto in Capricorn, since 2008. And then starting March of 2023, we'll move into Pluto in Aquarius, which will last for the next 40 years, okay? Pluto does not have an even rotation around the sun. So certain signs he's stretched in for longer, okay? And Aquarius, he's in the sign of Aquarius for 40 years, all right? And there's so many things I want to talk about in this video about the importance of this. But let's start small. Let's go to what is Pluto, okay? Pluto is the last planet, and it has to do a lot about the starts and endings in our life, the moments of deep transformation, that occur in our life to pull us to higher authenticity, okay? To our highest self, to our rawest self, okay? Pluto is about getting down underneath something and really seeing the root of what it is, all right? And so wherever he goes throughout your wherever he is in your birth chart, talks a lot about what aspect in your life you will go through constant transformations in, and what aspect of your life you will continue to reveal new information about yourself for greater transformation, okay? Pluto is all about getting to a more authentic, a more true sense of something, okay? But Pluto does this through disempowerment and through crisis, okay? And upset and controlling situations that he basically rules over control. And when he's controlling something, you are not controlling something, okay? And so wherever Pluto goes and wherever Pluto is in your chart as well is also going to show a point of crisis, a point where a lot of transformation occurs through disempowering situations, and where you have a lot of power taken from you in your life, okay? And wherever Pluto transits through the sky, this is a highlighted focus for the collective. Ever since 2008, Pluto has been in Capricorn, the sign of systems and the way things are and our goals and aspirations. It is also the sign of authorities and government systems as well, financial banks, government systems, capitalism, socialism, all these types of societal structures, Capricorn rules over. And ever since 2008, Pluto has been moving through Capricorn, bringing a massive transformation in this energy, okay? Starting in 2008, we had a financial crisis, which literally is the start of Pluto in Capricorn, which revealed a lot about finances to a lot of Americans, especially, who were not aware of as prior. Pluto in Capricorn from 2008 until recently as well has exposed a lot of corruption in many systems and the way things are, has exposed a lot of falsity in what is promoted, like the American dream, how there is a lot of injustice and inequity when it comes to that. A lot of people are gaining more awareness of that, okay? Pluto has also brought in massive, think about, I made a video back in 2019 into 2020 about Pluto breaking down big business, okay? Pluto in Capricorn, the last time Pluto was in Capricorn 250 years ago was the beginning of the booming of the Industrial Revolution. And now that Pluto is finishing out in Capricorn, a lot of these big industries, not saying they are fully collapsed, okay, because Pluto takes time. It's a cycle of planting seeds of change to see them manifest and gestate over the next 250 years, okay? But with Pluto in Capricorn, there has been a lot of bankruptcy occurring in many big businesses. Think about even the way malls are. There's a lot of malls shutting down, a lot of fast food chains shutting down, a lot of chains like Applebee's and things like this shutting down. A lot of things moving online, okay? COVID also brought in a massive wave of clearing even more big businesses, but also advancing certain ones. And so this is a lot of what the focus of Pluto and Capricorn has done. Okay, a lot of people have restructured the way they see power. A lot of people have restructured the way they see authority as well. There's been a massive adjustment with how people handle authority since 2008 until 2022 and into 2023, the beginning of it. I honestly feel like there's a lot more suspicion about authority and about systems from the public. This came from Pluto exposing lots of things to look at for the collective, okay? Which may have once been hidden from the collective, all right? So from 2008 until recently, there's been a death of the old way, okay? And a looking towards planting new seeds of transforming the old way into the new way, all right? Even think about the working, the working hours. This is something that is starting to get adjusted. Many countries are starting to test out removing Fridays. COVID brought in a massive wave of people realizing a lot of careers could be more remote. And that is something that we have continued to stick with. And more of a focus on the internet, okay? These are things that are also coming in that we will see develop and grow over the next 250 years, all right? But Pluto is now moving into Aquarius, okay? And wherever Pluto goes is where that structuring, death and rebirth occurs, but also where the power goes, okay? From 2008 until recently, big business, and even though recently it was a lot of chaos and decay because Saturn and Pluto met in January of 2020. So the year before and the year after was, you see a lot of massive shifts in structure, okay? Also, as well, the amount of people quitting jobs and things that have been happening recently as well, starting in 2019 through 2021 and into 2022. This has a lot to do with Saturn and Pluto, excuse me, Saturn and Pluto meeting together in Capricorn. Saturn is the planet that brings in the blueprint, the structure. Pluto is the one that is like planting the seeds and getting things going, that first like drill, okay, to move things forward. So it's big time, okay? Wherever Pluto goes, the power is. And so in Capricorn from 2008 until now, it has been easy for a lot of these big billionaires to gain more money, okay? We have seen a lot more societal inflation, but because of greed, okay? A lot of big businesses, it's just growing and growing. Amazon, Apple, you're just seeing this massive influx of these companies and billionaires, net worth growing and growing and growing. This has a lot to do with Pluto being in Capricorn. The power of Pluto is in Capricorn, okay? And so the authorities, the government structures, they are holding a lot of the power in half since 2008. Now, Aquarius rules the people, okay? the working class, the people that are, it's very strong with democracy, everyone kind of for the people, okay? Um, Things are initiated for the people and by the people. This sounds very much like the American Constitution, which was coined the last time Pluto was in Aquarius, okay? Pluto moved into Aquarius back in 1778, all right, for the first time, okay? And as we can see now, energy shifts, and this is when there was the final wrap up of um, the the basically the final wrap up of the separation of the United States with England and the beginning of the Revolutionary War. Okay, and so this is a lot of what we're going to see again. Okay, Pluto is moving into Aquarius, March of 2023, giving the power to the people. All right, and this focus will be when the power's in the people, there will be a lot of shifts when it comes to certain power structures because we're just leaving Capricorn. And when Pluto moves into a new sign, it starts to not only develop the new sign, but also wrap up the sign it just left. So through the power coming more into the people, this will take more power away from these bigger systems, okay? It's interesting, Aquarius is ruled by the internet. It's interesting that social media is booming now, okay, as we get closer to Pluto and Aquarius, which is something that will continue when Pluto's in Aquarius. Aquarius is ruled by the internet, okay? COVID showed us this, okay? Right when Saturn and Jupiter moved into Aquarius, there was a massive reliance on social media, on the internet, on virtual realities in general, okay? And a massive booming of businesses in that way, okay? Social media businesses, what's the word I'm looking for? People on YouTube doing vlogging. What's the term, y'all? If you remember, comment below. Okay, influencer culture. Okay, this is getting more into the Aquarian energy. Aquarius is opposite of Leo in the sky. It sits opposite of Leo. Leo rules the kings and the queens and the celebrities. So sitting opposite, Aquarius is the people that watch the celebrities, the people that work under the kings and queens. So with Pluto moving to Aquarius, this is going to give more power to the people and remove power, okay, disempower the celebrities, the high people in power and authority, okay? And even, just pay attention as well recently to how much less people are manipulated. It's still happening, but by celebrities, okay? Reality shows are not as popular as much as people watching TikToks, okay? Or watching YouTube vlogs. Or if it is reality, it's now more reality TV that's dealing with normal people. It's not necessarily watching celebrity reality, okay? This is a shift happening, all right? The power's getting in more into the people's power, okay? So we will notice a massive shift over the next 40 years in power from these big structures to the people, okay? I find it interesting as well that as social media is ruled over by Aquarius, there's going to be a massive shift in social media because it's ruled over by big business right now, okay? Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk just bought Twitter. A lot of the highest social media outlets, Apple, with technology as well, Microsoft, these things are almost being monopolized, okay, by massive billionaires, all right? And so this is Capricorn, okay? Greed and reaching the top, okay? That kind of hierarchy of wealth, all right? Moving to Aquarius, this is about bringing more of that wealth down to the people, okay? Aquarian energy, and with Pluto and Aquarius, there would be more of a push towards socialism and a push towards communism, okay? And away from capitalism, which literally has Capricorn in it, okay? Now, before, I don't want to trigger anybody with socialism and communism, because especially in America, the way we were taught about it is very skewed, okay? So do your research. I'll just say that, all right? Because that there's going to be more of a push towards more systems that focus on equity and focus on the group collective, okay, benefiting everyone, all right? Now, this is going to be a cleanup because there's a lot of strong emphasis on free speech now and on freedom of movement, freedom of doing what you want. But with freedom comes a lot of responsibility that people don't really realize, okay? When Pluto goes into Aquarius, this is going to be, Pluto in Aquarius is the killing of the ego. Pluto opposite of Leo, okay? So this means that the group focus is going to be the main focus. So that means that not everybody's going to get their say. It's going to be majority rule, okay? Which can have a big impact on the ego. But it's for the greater whole, the greater good. So that's going to be a big focus. Things shifting more from isolated people in higher places of power delegating to delegation coming more to everyone and focusing on how we can all benefit equally, okay? And all share power. This is Aquarius, okay? I want to go back to the last time Pluto was in Aquarius and what occurred, okay? Because you're going to see similar themes. Now, this time Pluto is in Aquarius, there's going to be a massive difference, okay? The change is actually going to stick because Pluto in Aquarius, this alignment is actually the kickstart into the Age of Aquarius. All right, let me step aside and talk about the Age of Aquarius really quick. Okay, if you want more information on this, like I said before, I have a whole virtual class all about it, more about Pluto in Aquarius, happening on October 30th, very soon. So check out my website, check out Ritual Crafts website, their online school, which is who I'm hosting this class through, and join my Zoom session all about it, okay? It's very affordable and it's extremely impactful. We're going to talk a lot about not only what this is going to bring, but I'm going to break it down as well into the 12 house system so you can apply it to your birth chart to see where this is bringing massive renewal, massive rebirth, massive disempowerment, massive crisis, so many things to your life, okay? So, step aside, let's move into Age of Aquarius really quick, then I'll get back to the dates, okay? Because I have to explain why this is going to stick, okay? Pluto has been in Aquarius and goes to Aquarius every 250 years, and the power goes more to the people. But things cycle, okay? And it didn't stick, especially this past 1500 years, because we have been in the age of Pisces, okay? And what this means is our Earth sits on an axis, okay? You may know this from school. And it rotates around the sun on this axis. And every 1500 years, the point where the axis is pointing adjusts a little bit, okay? And the top point of the sky points into a new constellation in the sky. For the past 1500 years, and it stretches from 1500 to about 2000 years, it's a very fluid, think about like Mercury retrograde. This is something that's a 2-week, 3-week cycle, but we feel the Mercury retrograde before it happens and after. Think of a 1500-year cycle. We're going to feel it many years before and many years after. Okay, it's going to blend a lot. So, I technically believe we have been feeling the Age of Aquarius since the 70s, okay, and late 60s. And there have been many waves of energy shifting, okay, especially in the early 90s when I was born, when Uranus and Neptune were fused together in the sky. This is all about very strong Aquarian energy. The people born at this time also have Saturn in Aquarius, and wherever your Saturn is talks about what age of wisdom you're channeling in from past lives, okay? People with Saturn in Aquarius are channeling in information from the Age of Aquarius, okay? Age of Aquarius is the future. Not saying that we just came from the future, because we also have many connections to many lives, okay? But a lot of the wisdom we're bringing in is seen as new or innovative, but it really is things that our soul has already experienced over the next 2,000 years in the Age of Aquarius. And we're here now, going through our Saturn return, where Saturn is currently in Aquarius, inspiring many innovative visions in the collective. And this is the time when the people born at this time are here to put out information about this new age, which is why I'm putting out this Pluto in Aquarius video about the Age of Aquarius, okay? And so, over the past 2,000 years, the axis point has pointed to Pisces, okay, and it moves retrograde, it moves backwards. Pisces, okay, is about sacrifice, is about martyrdom, hierarchy, idealization, deception, okay? Spirituality and faith as well, and strong religious beliefs. Think about 2,000 years ago, this is when the story of Jesus came in, okay? That saved everyone, martyred himself and saved everyone, all right? The energy of the fish, okay? With Christianity, Pisces is ruled over by the fish, okay? There's many correlations. 2,000 years before that was the Age of Aries, all right? When strong imperialism was occurring, when there were strong wars, massive wars, 100 Years' Wars, all those things occurred during the Age of Aries, okay? And Aries rules over war, okay? Before then, 2,000 years before then, the Age of Taurus had a strong indication around when a lot of cultures were focusing on abundance, golds, luxury, big fruits and jewelry all through Greece and Egypt and China, many different places around the world, the Mayans as well, doing sacrifices to the gods for food. This is Taurus, okay? Even looking at the Ankh, the sign of life in Egyptian and Kemetic teachings, is actually the vertebrae of the bull, okay? And so this has a lot to do with that symbol of life coming from the bull, which is the age of Taurus. Taurus is ruled over by the bull, okay? So now, literally starting March of 2023, the axis point will shift enough to key in the age of Aquarius, okay? And this will keynote and blend with Pluto in Aquarius, okay? I believe this full age shift really started back in 2020 with Saturn and Jupiter moving into Aquarius, and now Pluto moving into Aquarius. This massive stellium of outer planets going through Aquarius is bringing a lot of this new age in, okay? And so that's what's occurring. And the reason that this energy is going to stick is because Pluto moving into Aquarius during the age of Aquarius puts Aquarius at the first house of Earth, okay? Meaning Aquarius is the first house, Pisces would be the second, Aries would be the third house. In the age of Pisces, the past 2,000 years, every time Pluto moved into Aquarius, which was trying to bring the power to the people, Aquarius in Pisces, the age, is the 12th house, okay? Pisces is the first, the 12th house behind it would be Aquarius. In astrology, the 12th house is the area that is hidden from us, the area of deceit, the area of where things can kind of like self-sabotage, the area of karma, okay? Karmic patterns we need to repeat in order to elevate into a new level of experience, okay? So every 250 years over the past 1,500 to 2,000 years that Pluto has moved into Aquarius, we have had a chance to move the power fully into the people, fully to the people, okay? But because Pluto in Aquarius puts Pluto in the 12th house on Earth's chart with Pluto in Pisces, during the age of Pisces, the 12th house is an area where nothing sticks. It's the area that is opposite of the 6th, which is reality, okay? The 12th house is the area where things get wrapped up karmically, the area of tying up loose ends. So all of those 250-year cycles we've been going through the past 2,000 years, even the one most recently, 1770, started in the 1770s, all the way through the start of the 1800s, with Pluto in Aquarius back then, the last time it was there, it was still the age of Pisces. And so Pluto was moving through the 12th house energy, wrapping things up, karmic situations coming up, but it also brought in deceit and brought in confusion into the energy, okay? And so the people ended up confused, okay? 12th house is ruled by Pisces, so ended up falling back into idealizing other people. This is how we had Napoleon after all of the revolutionary energy and action in France, okay? This is how a lot of different things occurred. You know, once the power went into the people, we ended up back in a fascist society, okay? With dictatorship or imperialist colonizers, or, you know, whatever occurred over those cycles. But starting in March of 2023, Pluto will move into Aquarius and put the power in the people's hands like it has before. But now we are in the age of Aquarius. And so the Pluto energy will be moving into the first house, which is the start of the chart, okay? And so this is a really, really beautiful thing, all right? because for many reasons, all right? For many, many reasons. For one, it's meaning that over the next cycle of about 20,000, a little bit, maybe 20, it's a little bit more than 20,000 years, okay? About 24,000 years, the cycle of the ages occurs, okay? Every 24,000 years. For the next 24,000 years, Pluto will not be in the 12th house, okay? The past 2,000 years, Pluto has been in the 12th house, so all the times Pluto moved into Aquarius, it was in the 12th house, and the energy of bringing power to the people did not work, okay? This next 2,000 years, Pluto will move into Aquarius every 250 years, and there will be new rebirths that actually will stick because it's in the first house. Then 2,000 years after that, when we move into the age of Capricorn, Pluto will be when Pluto moves into Aquarius and gives the power to the people, it will be in the second house, okay? Which is about grounding things down, finances. It'll be about really benefiting and growing the people even more. Then, 2,000 years from that, Aquarius will be the third house when we are in the age of Sagittarius, okay? And this will be able to share and intellectualize, and the collective will really have more power and be able to spread it around, okay? So you see, for the next 24,000 years, it's going to go around the chart every 2,000 years shifting. And then the last time, when we get 22,000 years from now until the 24,000, so basically 22,000 years from now, we'll get back into Pluto and Aquarius in the 12th, okay? And there may be another fall of this Aquarian energy, okay? But notice the benefit that's occurring. If you stayed with me, over the next 22,000 years, Pluto will be in, anytime it goes into Aquarius every 250 years, it will be in the Earth chart, any house location that is not the 12th house, okay? Meaning that we can actually structure things and bring new abundance and continue the pattern of Pluto in Aquarius putting the power in the people's hands, okay? So this is massive. This is the first time in a very long time, okay, that we have Pluto in the first house of Earth's chart during the age of Aquarius, with Pluto moving to Aquarius. It does not happen in almost 24,000 years, okay? And now this is the beginning, all right? Moving us into the age of Aquarius for the next 1,500 to 2,000 years, and Pluto will be in Aquarius for the next 40 years. Okay, so we're going to see a lot of the massive innovations of where the age of Aquarius will take us over this next 40 years, because this is the first seed planting, okay? So it's massive. To just think of, to be a soul that incarnated during this time, very important time, okay? Because this is going to allowing the power to get into the people's hands and to stay there, so that we actually can move to a society where we're not warring over power, okay? Where it is dispersed equally, all right? Or that is the intent, okay? And that's been something people have been fighting for since the beginning of time, okay? So this is a very beautiful movement that is occurring. So now, let me go ahead and show in history what occurred, and then I'm going to wrap up with showing kind of the negatives of Pluto and Aquarius and then the positives. And this is a very, I hate saying negative and positive because you can get a lot of positives out of negative experiences and vice versa. But I want to just show things that will be challenging versus things that we will see develop beautifully, okay? And even that can be, the binary is not for me, but just go with me, okay? So, starting in early 1760s, the Industrial Revolution began in England. This was when Pluto was moving into Capricorn, okay? And began a lot of focus and was wrapping things up in Capricorn. And the Industrial Revolution is about, think about the systems and about being more efficient and making more money and able to mass produce. This is Capricorn, and Pluto is about power, okay, and empowerment. So it really empowered the systems, the government systems, and the Industrial Revolution has spread, okay, and has been there ever since, all right, because when Pluto's in Capricorn during the age of Pisces, that is the 11th house of Earth's chart, not the 12th, okay? 11th house is about networking and connections and spreading it around the globe, okay? This is what happened with the Industrial Revolution. It was in the 11th house, so it spread to friends and family all around the world, okay? And we all adopted a very strong focus around that industry, okay? Industrial energy, all right? Then, starting in the 1770s, Pluto moves into Aquarius. and the power began to go into the people's hands, okay? We had the Boston Massacre and the Boston Tea Party between 1770 and 1773, okay? The Declaration of Independence came in 1776, all right? And this is coming through revolt, okay? Think about Boston Massacre and the Boston Tea Party, okay? This came through the people not being able to handle those high tariffs and taxes that were occurring and that high system of control that was happening on the people, okay? This is the end of Pluto in Capricorn moving into Pluto in Aquarius. Now, currently, this is happening right now. We're seeing prices go up. Wages are not going up as much, okay? So people are struggling for minute resources, places to live, okay? Housing is going up. Food is going up, okay? And when people's innate resources get messed up and it becomes very difficult to get the bare minimum, this is when that revolting energy occurs, okay? Excuse me. Think as well, Capricorn is old systems of doing things. Think about what is occurring in Iran right now, okay? There's many different systems that are failing the people, and they are beginning to bring a lot of awareness to that, okay? When Saturn and Jupiter moved into Aquarius, we started to have the Me Too movement. We had the Black Lives Matter movement grow very strong. This is the energy beginning things. Saturn in Aquarius, which is wrapping up now, and will wrap up by March of 2023 for Pluto to jump in. Saturn is the blueprint maker. He shows us, he does all the research and shows us, okay, this is where things are a little bit insecure. This is where things are secure. Continue to draw up what you feel you need. Wherever Saturn goes, he's structuring things. But it's showing, okay, this structure is not going to work if we don't heal that. We need to work on this. This is limiting something. We need to break through this. It's basically laying the floor plan, okay? He's coming in and looking, okay, we can clear this out, but notice that hill right there? We got to work on that to make sure the building will be stable. Okay, let's see. When the water comes, this is a flood zone. Like, what's going on? Okay. What's the blueprint? All right. Jupiter came through at the same time. Jupiter is the high vision. So it was really like, okay, now, what new visions do we have? So the past 3 years, past 2.5, 3 years, we have been structuring our future, okay? Aquarius is the future. We also have been finding new structures with the people, have been getting structured in new ways, okay? Saturn in Aquarius. Now, Saturn's going to leave Aquarius by the time Pluto jumps into Aquarius, okay? Saturn will leave and Pluto, it's like one leaves the door and the other walks in the other door. And this will begin massive rebirth. We got the blueprint, now we're ready to actually begin this, okay? And so ever since 2020, pay attention to your life. Saturn has been showing you different areas. Aquarius is your future goals. Showing you, maybe this isn't actually the focus you need to have. Maybe you should focus on this. This could be a little bit more authentic for you. We've been reshaping our goals and our vision. This happened right during COVID, where a lot of people were stationary and having to envision the future in a new way, okay? This is Saturn in Aquarius helping us to envision. Aquarius is also friendships and networking. A lot of people have been figuring out, okay, maybe this is the type of person I want to relate more with. Okay, this person doesn't bring as much as I thought they did. Reassessing who we should connect ourselves to. This is the structure of Saturn in Aquarius, okay? And now that Pluto moves into Aquarius, this is the new beginning, the jump start, that you will see a lot of more tribe-like communities and networks beginning, a lot more strong and empowered visions for the future beginning, okay? Because we have had the testing grounds with Saturn, excuse me, Saturn in Aquarius, okay? Now, let me go ahead and jump to more of the dates. So just to show you what happens when Pluto goes into Aquarius every 250 years, and the power goes back to the people, okay? So we talk about the Boston Massacre and the Boston Tea Party. 1776, Declaration of Independence occurred, okay? Declaration of Independence, okay? This is very much Aquarian energy, being independent, free from a suppressive system, okay? Now, this did happen the last time when it was the age of Pisces. So all this Declaration of Independence, we can already see by the declaration that the freedom that was sought was not freedom for everyone, okay? And a lot of the things that were initiated and started did not fully happen in the best way. I want to let you know that in January 28th of 1778, when Pluto went into Aquarius for the last time, okay? And stayed there until 1798. But again, I give 10 about 5 years before into about 5 years after. So basically the start of 1770s, okay? Um, it was an Aquarius new moon, but Mercury was retrograde in Aquarius. So all the mindsets of the future in the Pluto and Aquarius needed reworking. It was not fully right, okay? Uranus, the ruler of Aquarius, was also retrograde in 1778. So the ruler of this energy is retrograde. So it's also about things needing to be reworked, okay? Saturn, which is the traditional ruler of Aquarius, was in square to Pluto, who was moving to Aquarius. So the another ruler was in challenge to Pluto starting in Aquarius. So it means that this energy 250 years ago did put power in the people's hands, but there was a lot of things that needed reworking, okay? Which is why the power left the people. There is still more power in the people than it was 250 years ago, but it didn't stay in the people's hands long, okay? So, 1776, Declaration of Independence. 1783, end of Revolutionary War, okay? 1787, the Constitution was signed fully. 1789, French Revolution began until 1799, the end of Pluto and Aquarius. 1791, the U.S. Bill of Rights, rights for each individual, even though we know now that we've had time to really assess things, didn't get fully worked through. But that occurred. The Reign of Terror beginning in France was 1793, okay? All of the things, the beheading of King Louis and Marie Antoinette, that happened during Pluto and Aquarius, okay? The power in the people, the power to kill in the people's hands as well, okay? So you see, anytime Pluto goes into Aquarius, there is a lot of massive uproar from the people to gain more power. I predict this will happen, especially starting in 2023, but it will happen very strong, okay? Because in 2023, when Pluto first moves into Aquarius, we have an Aries new moon. Aries is the first zodiac sign, okay? This Pluto in Aquarius is in the first house of the Age of Aquarius for the first time in 24,000 years, okay? A lot of firsts. Remember how I was saying back in 1770s and 1780s when Pluto was moving to Aquarius, there were so many retrograde planets? All the planets will be direct when Pluto moves into Aquarius in 2023. So all that reworking, things not working out, that's not going to happen, okay? There will actually be continued plans, all right? Then Pluto's going to retrograde out of Aquarius and go back into Aquarius January 21st, 2024, and will be there for a solid 40 years. This energy is, all planets will be direct again, okay? Except for Uranus, which is the ruler of Aquarius. So there will be a subtle bit of reworking done. But this is not the first time that Pluto will move into Aquarius, okay? And also Pluto will be in the first house of the Age of Aquarius. So there's a lot of new beginnings occurring and not a lot of focus on reworking and redoing things, which was the past 250 years, because all those retrogrades occurred when Pluto moved into Aquarius, but also because we were in the 12th house during the age of Aquarius, the age of Pisces. Pluto in Aquarius was in the 12th house, the place of things not needing to be tied up and karmic cycles needing to be repeated, okay? So I really see that this next move forward is massive because it actually is going to bring in the new beginnings, the power to the people that will stick, which is amazing, okay? And it has not happened in 24,000 years, okay? Now, to wrap up, I want to share some of the challenges that will occur with Pluto in Aquarius, all right? Now, if you want to know how this will apply to your personal chart, I've said this before, check out my online class that I'll be doing October the 30th, okay? The virtual class. I will share how this will impact your birth chart, okay? And you or anybody else for the next 20 to 40 years, okay? Dissolving of connections, friendships, and old social systems will occur with Pluto in Aquarius, okay? Decay in the internet or certain social networks or social media systems will occur because Pluto brings death, okay? And decay. So there'll be dissolving of friendships, connections, internet systems. I've seen a lot of people talking about what if the internet all of a sudden shuts down. This could occur in Pluto in Aquarius, okay? Dark corruption and secrets about systems exposed, okay? secrets about these connections, secrets about friendships, secrets about the future, secrets about the internet exposed to the people, okay? Because Pluto is exposing things, right? Fear of taking power as the people will occur. Pluto brings in disempowering, fearful situations for you to overcome and empower yourself. So for the people to take the more power, it may come at a cost of a lot of fear. We may not be prepared initially to take back power, okay? Fear of the sun energy in Aquarius, okay? Leo is the opposite of Aquarius. So when Pluto is moving through Aquarius, it will be opposing the energy of Leo. So to get the power in the people, there has to be an opposition to the higher ups, okay, in Leo, the celebrities, the kings and queens, the big business CEOs, okay, opposition, all right. The black market will grow, okay, because Pluto is dark things. The black market is a system of connecting mainly through the internet, okay. And also, many things about that market will be exposed. Okay, Pluto also exposes. There will be power struggles, Pluto, within the people. So it's not just like everybody's going to unite and just be ready and to move forward. There's going to be challenges to get to a homeostatic belief system, but with the people. Okay, to even agree to do things in the majority is going to take a minute. Okay, this will happen as well with Pluto in Aquarius. Another challenge. And lastly, fear of stability, insecurity, and feelings of being martyred will occur to the people, okay? Because this is the energy of Pluto, okay? It suppresses things so that you can be overcome and you can find ways to transform out of things, okay? So those are some of the challenges and crises that could occur. But the new structures that will be built during this time, empowering the collective will be the main focus, okay? We will see a more empowered collective, a more abundant collective, a more educated collective, a more aware collective, where the power is distributed through the people, okay? There will be many new social structures and systems that occur, okay? Much growth of tribes and hubs. Many people are looking to find their tribe, find many communities they can work in. This will grow as well. There will be empowerment through thoughts of the collective. Aquarius is an air sign, mental, okay? There will be a lot of dissertations and discourse about the societal needs, okay? And how to be more equitable, right? There will be new ways to connect to others. Aquarius is how we connect. Pluto is bringing newness. So there'll be a lot of new ways to connect, okay? I'm even thinking we might even begin to go more into the spiritual connection where we actually will be able to teach telepathy and all these cool things that we've only seen as fantasy up through here for the most part. I think with Pluto and Aquarius, it will open up a new portal for spiritual connection, okay? Connecting with different realms as well, right? Different dimensions. Lastly, there will be a technology boom, okay? And the reset occurring, all right? And this is because Aquarius rules the future in technology and innovation. So there's going to be lots of innovations coming in, okay? A lot more artificial technology, a lot more technology to support the people, okay? And so there's a lot of benefit coming from this as well as challenge, okay? But it's something that I see that is going to actually bring a lot of long-term growth because it's going to stick because we're in the age of Aquarius now, okay? So starting in 2023, I see this as the official kickoff of the age of Aquarius with Pluto, the Grim Reaper, the bringer of life, okay, and death into Aquarius. Now, we've had precursors of this energy for the past 30 years especially, but also for the past 60 years, okay? Every time Saturn has been moving through Aquarius, there has been these revolutions of bringing in new blueprints for the future, okay? The large majority of the marches that went on during the Civil Rights Movement occurred with Saturn in Aquarius. The Rodney King riots, a lot of things that occurred, the breaking down of the wall in Germany, all these things occurred the second time back in the early 90s, okay, with Saturn in Aquarius again. And now Saturn's in Aquarius, wrapping things up, but we have Pluto moving to Aquarius, which is going to be a massive, massive new birthing of power in the people, okay? So What a video, y'all. There is so much to share, and I'm glad I've got a lot of it out. I will be talking even more in depth about the Age of Aquarius and what it will feel like to get out of the Age of Pisces in my course, October the 30th. So again, check it out. Check the link below and join me. And that's what I have. Thank you so much for tuning in, y'all. If you want a personal session with me, you know, you can check out my website, check out my social medias as well for more information coming out. I also have an exclusive membership where I share weekly energy readings and more exclusive content. So if you want more from me to help you move forward, more astrology and more tea, you have many different outlets to do so. All right. So thank you so much, y'all. The Water Bear is out. Enjoy the rest of your day.